Good day, class. You are welcome back to our chemistry class. In today's class, we are going to be looking at balancing of redox reaction in alkaline medium, that is, in basic medium. If you could recall, in our last class, we've discussed on how to balance redox reactions in acidic medium. So, today we are going to look at how to balance it in alkaline medium. If you could recall some of the rules that we've mentioned in that lessons, the same rules are to be used in balancing alkaline medium. The only difference is at a particular stage, hydroxyl ion, which is OH minus, will be added at both the reactant and the product sides, at both sides. Now, before we now venture into this properly, if you are a new member on this channel, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for my subsequent content. And don't forget to share to other members for them to benefit. Now, let's dive in. Example 1. Balance the following redox reactions in basic medium. Now, the first rule, if you can recall, is to find the oxidation number of every element that changes except oxygen. Now, I want to find the oxidation number of nitrogen according to what we learned in the previous class. So, if you've forgotten this, you can watch the video in the description below. Now, let's look for the oxidation number of nitrogen here. We have N2O4. Nitrogen is what we are looking for. Let's call it X multiplied by these two. So the oxidation number of oxygen here is -2. It has 4 multiplied by 4, then we equate it to 0. X times 2, we have 2x, plus and minus, minus 2 times 4, 8 equals to 0. So 2x equals to, take this here, equals to plus 8. So we divide both sides by 2, S will equals to plus 4. So the oxidation number of nitrogen here is plus 4. While the oxidation number of bromine here is the charge on it, which is -1. Now, what's the oxidation number of nitrogen here? We have NO2 minus. Let's represent nitrogen as X plus oxygen. The oxidation number of oxygen is -2 multiplied by 4. Multiplied by these two rather. Then it should now equals to the charge on it, which is -1. So x plus and minus, minus 2 times 2, 4 equals to -1. So s equals to -1. Take this one here, plus 4. S equals to plus 3. So the oxidation number of nitrogen in this place is plus 3. Now, what of bromine in this case? BrO3 minus. As we've done here, bromine is what we are looking for. Let's call it X plus oxidation number of oxygen is -2. Multiplied by the subscript 3, which equals to the charge on it, which equals to -1. X plus and minus, minus 2 times 3, 6 equals to -1. Take this here, S will equals to -1 plus 6, S equals to plus 5. So the oxidation number of bromine here is plus 5. Now, the next step is to now group this into the oxidation and reduction. Let's take a look at this. N2O4 is moving to the next one is this NO2 minus. You can see +4 to +3. You can see that it's decreasing. That is what we call reduction. Reduction. Why this Br minus moving to BrO3 minus. This is -1 to +5 is increasing. That is oxidation. Now, after separating this into oxidation and reduction, the next step is to balance all atoms except oxygen. Now, how many nitrogen is here? We have 2 nitrogens. How many nitrogen is here? We have 1 nitrogen. I have to balance this nitrogen by adding 2 here. Now, how many bromine is here? We have bromine. Don't forget, The number of bromine is the number in front of it or at the subscripts here. How many bromine is there? We have one bromine. So I've balanced all the atoms except my oxygen. The next step is to balance oxygen. To balance oxygen, according to the rules, you are going to add H2O to the side that is having lower number of oxygen. That is, how many oxygen do we have here? We have 4. Oxygen here, we have 2 times 2, 4. Oxygen is balanced. Since oxygen is balanced, we cannot add H2O to it. Now move on to the next step. What is the next step is to balance our charges. Now, what is the charges in this? Charges mean the number up that you now multiply the coefficient. But there's no number up here, so the charges here is 0. What is the charge here? The charge here is -1. This -1 will now multiply these 2. The charge is -2. Now, I want to balance my charge. You are going to add an electron to the side that is having more positive charge. Because electron itself is negatively charged. Look at this. This is electron. This is symbol of electron. Electron itself is having negative charge. So we are going to add electron to the side that is having more positive charge. We look at this one. This is 0. This is -2. We are going to add electron to this 0 because it's higher than -2. What are you going to take away from 0 to get -2? I'm going to take away -2. It means I'm going to add 2 electrons to it. So if I write this equation, I will have N2O4 plus 2 electrons to give us 2NO2 minus. Let's call this equation 1. Fine. Move on to the next one. The next one, how many oxygen do we have here? No oxygen here. And we have 3 oxygens here. I'm going to balance the oxygen by adding H2O to the side without oxygen. So I had H2O here. I'm going to have Br minus plus H2O to give me BrO3 minus. Now, oxygen here is 3. My oxygen here is 1. To make it 3, I'm going to put 3 here. Please never add oxygen. Never add number to this place. Anything you want to use to balance must start, any number must start from 2. Now that 2 will be at the coefficient, not at the subscript. Now, I've added 3 here now. I have 3 oxygen here. I have 3 oxygen here. Now, but something has changed. What is that? If you look at this hydrogen, we have 6 hydrogen here. There's no hydrogen here. To balance hydrogen, you add H plus to the side that is deficient of hydrogen. Now, I'm going to add H plus here. Now, how many hydrogen do we have here? 3 times 2, 6. I put 6 hydrogen here. Now, oxygen is balanced. 3 oxygen, 3 oxygens. Hydrogen, 6 hydrogens, then 6 hydrogen. Now, the next step is we are working in basic medium. And to identify basic medium, we're going to identify it by the possession of OH minus. So at this junction, you are going to add OH minus to both sides so that we can change our hydrogen into water. Now, how do we now, how many OH are we going to add? The OH we are going to add to both sides will depend on the number of H plus that is here. We have 6 H plus here. So here we are going to have plus 6 OH minus. Here as well you had plus 6 OH minus. Now, 6H plus combined with 6 OH minus to form 6H2O. I have changed this to water. The water is hydrogen and hydrogen, that's H2, then O. Plus 1 minus 1 gives 0, so it's going to be a neutral. So H2 has become a neutral, but possession of what? 6H2O. Now, I can write this equation this way. Br minus plus 3H2O plus 6OH minus to give me BrO3 minus plus 6H2O. Now, this is now in basic medium. This is now in basic medium. Now, The next thing is to now go and balance my charge. Now, what is the charge here? The charge here, I have -1 here. What is the charge here? It's 0. The charge here is -1. -1 times 6, -6. -1 minus 6, I have -7. Now come to this place. The charge here is -1. There's no number here. -1. The charge here is 0. So now, here, I have -7, -1. I want to balance my charge. I'm going to add an electron to the side that is having higher positive charge. So out of -7 and -1, which one is more higher? Yes, of course, it's -1. So -1 is higher than -7. Now, mathematics, we can test that. Okay, to test that, let us add higher number to both sides. A number that is greater than both of them. Okay? Let's say I'm going to add 10. -7 plus 10 and -1 plus 10. -7 plus 10, I'm going to have plus 3. -1 plus 10, I'm going to have plus 9. So you can see 9 is greater than 3. So -1 is greater than -7. Now, so I'm adding my electron here. How many electrons am I going to add to -1 to give me -7? Meaning that electron, you know electron is negatively charged. I'm going to add 6 electrons plus 6 electrons. Look at this. Minus sign is plus, minus. So I'm going to have -1 minus 6. Give me what? -7. So, in the end, I'm going to add 6 electrons to that side. So I will now have Br minus plus 3H2O plus 6OH minus to give me BrO3 minus plus 6H2O plus 6 electrons. Equation 2. Now, the first equation 1 here, I have 2 here as the electron. Here I have 6 electrons. I want to make sure they are balanced. Okay, I'm going to multiply this equation 1 by 3 so that it will become 6 electrons. Multiply equation 2 by 1 so that it becomes what? 6 electrons as well. So let's move. Now, 3 times this, I have 3N2O4 plus 3 times 2 electrons, 6 electrons to give 3 times 2, 6NO2 minus. Then this one times this, we have Br minus plus 3H2O plus 6OH minus to give me BrO3 minus. No, I multiply by 1 plus 6H2O plus 6 electrons. So we rule 6 electrons cancel 6 electrons. So what do we have left? We have to join together 3N2O4 plus nothing here again, joining with this Br minus plus 3H2O plus 6OH minus to give 6NO2 minus plus this BrO3 minus, then plus, oh sorry, I have to cancel this 6 electron, not 6H2O. 6 electron, not 6H2O. Now I'm going to have 6H2O. Now, oh look at this. If you look at this, we are having some substances, some compound that belongs to the left and right. Look at this. 3H2O is there, 6H2O is there. These are called spectators. So we don't allow both sides to have the same value, the same spectators. Now what I'm going to do is, this 3H2O will be subtracted from this 6. So if I subtract 3 from 6, this one will be cancelled, while this one will remain 3. So if you take away 3 from 6, is there any other one that are the same? No. So we now rewrite 3N2O4 plus Br minus plus 6OH minus to give 6NO2 minus plus BrO3 minus, then plus 3H2O. Now, Let's check if it is balanced. Nitrogen here we have 3 times 2, 6. Nitrogen here we have 6. Oxygen, 4 times 3, 12. Oxygen 6. 6 plus 12 we have 18. Oxygen here 6 times 2 we have 12. 12 plus 3 we have 15. Plus this 3 we have 18. Okay. Bromine here we have 1. Bromine here we have 1. Hydrogen here we have 6 hydrogen. Hydrogen here we have 3 times 2, 6. So this equation is balanced. And the position of this OH minus make this equation to be in alkaline or basic medium. Example 2. Balance the following redox reactions in basic medium. The first rule is to find the oxidation number of each element except oxygen and hydrogen. Here we have Cn minor, that is cyanide ion. So the oxidation number of cyanide ion is -1. Then manganese, we have done this one before in our previous class. So we can solve it. MnO4 minus, this is what we are looking for, X plus oxygen minus 2 times 4, then power equals to -2. So we have X plus and minus -8 equals to -1. S equals to -1 plus 8, which is equals to what? +7. So manganese here is +7. Cyanide here, no, don't forget we are not looking for oxygen. CnO, cyanide, we have X plus oxygen -2 equals to, nothing is on top, equals to 0. So S minus 2 equals to 0. S equals to +2 when you take it here. And so cyanide here is +2. The manganese here, when you work it out, you're going to have +4. Okay, Cn minus moving to CnO. -1 to +2 is increasing, that is oxidation. While MnO4 minus moving to MnO2, that one is +7 to +4, that is reduction. Now the next step is to balance all atoms except oxygen. Now how many cyanide do we have here? We have 1. Cyanide here we have 1, that one is balanced. Manganese, how many? 1 manganese. How many? 1 manganese. The next step is, let's balance our oxygen. To balance oxygen, you are going to add H2O to the side that is having lowest number of oxygen or that did not have any oxygen. Definitely, you are going to add H2O here. So here we have Cn minus plus H2O to give us CnO. How many oxygen is here now? We have 1, it's balanced. But something has changed. Hydrogen is here, and there's no hydrogen here. So you add plus H plus to the side that's deficient of hydrogen. How many hydrogen is here now? We have 2. So you have to put 2 here to balance. Now, when we have H plus, it's telling us it's an acidic medium. I have to convert it, or to change it into alkaline medium. That's the basic medium. How? By the addition of OH minus to both sides. The number of OH minus we are going to add will depend on the number of H plus. We have 2 H plus here. So we are going to add plus 2 OH minus here as well, plus 2 OH minus. Now this H plus join with 2 OH minus to form 2 H2O. Fine. After then, we can now rewrite our equation. Thus, Cn minus plus H2O plus 2OH minus to give CnO plus 2H2O. Don't forget, it has been combined to form water. After this, we have to now balance our charge. What is the charge here? We have -1 here. The total charge here, -1 times 2, -2. -1 minus 2, I have what? -3. Total charge here, we have what? 0. Now, to add my electron, I'm going to add electron to the side having more positive charge, which is this 0. What am I going to take away from 0 to get -3? I'm going to take away minus 3. So I'm adding plus 3 electrons. So when I write, I have Cn minus plus H2O plus 2OH minus to give us CnO plus 2H2O plus 3 electrons. Equation 1. That's equation 1. Now equation 2. Look at this now. This from here, how many oxygen do I have here? 4. Oxygen here, 2. So I have to add H2O to the side that's having lowest number of oxygen, which is this side. I have MnO4 minus to give me MnO2, then plus H2O. Now, this oxygen here is 2. 2 plus 1 making 3, and this one is 4. Okay, let me add 2 here. So oxygen has become 2 here. 2 plus 2, we have what? 4. Okay, but hydrogen is 4 here. So I have to add hydrogen here. 4H plus. Now hydrogen is balanced, oxygen is balanced. The next is to now make sure. That this my acidic medium change to alkaline medium by the addition of what? OH minus to both sides. So let me add OH minus to both sides. And the OH minus will depend on the number of hydrogen. So I have plus 4 OH minus plus 4 OH minus. Now, my OH minus join together to form 4 H2O. Now, the next step is to now write my equation and balance my charge. So I have this and this are combined. We have 4 H2O plus MnO4 minus to give MnO2 plus 2 H2O plus 4 OH minus. Equation 2. Now, this OH minus is showing that it is in alkaline medium. Now, I want to balance the electron. Now, okay, before equation 2, let's balance the electron. The charge here is minus 1. The charge here is 4 times minus 1, minus 4. Okay? I'm going to add the electron to the side that is having more positive charge, which is this minus 1. So, if I take away 3 here, I'm going to have minus 4. So, meaning I'm adding 3 electrons. So, if I write, I have 4 H2O plus MnO4 minus plus 3 electrons to give me MnO2 plus 2 H2O plus 4 OH minus. Equation 2. Fine. I now want to balance my charge. My electron rather. The electron here is 3. Electron here is 3. In fact, this is perfect. The electron in both sides, they are 3. But you have to note that you must make sure the electrons are not on the same side. This electron here is on the reactant side, this one is on the product side. Okay, we cannot take them. 3 electrons cancel 3 electrons. Then I have to combine the equations. That is, combine this one, 4 H2O plus MnO4 minus plus Cn minus plus H2O plus 2OH minus to give MnO2 plus 2H2O plus 4OH minus, then plus CnO plus 2H2O. Now, let's look at this. I have H2O here. So 4 H2O, 1 H2. So 4 plus 1, we have 5. So 5 H2O plus MnO4 plus Cn minus, then plus 2OH minus to give. Now here also I have 2 H2O, 2 H2O, 2 plus 2, 4. I'm going to have MnO2 plus 4H2O plus 4OH minus plus CnO. Now, there are some spectators here. Where are they? 5H2O, 4H2O. So in this case, if I take away 4 from 5, this one will go, this one will go and remain. So there's no more spectators here. Okay, I have 2 OH minus here, 4 OH minus here. So the O2 here go, then 2 goes here, I'm going to have 2. Finally, I'm going to have this remain one, H2O plus MnO4 plus Cn minus to give me MnO2 plus 2OH minus plus CnO. Okay, let's look at if it's balanced. Hydrogen here, we have 2 hydrogens here. We have 2 here. Oxygen here, we have 1 plus 4, 5. 2 oxygen here, 2 plus 2, 4. Plus this one, 5. Manganese here, we have 1. Manganese, we have 1. Cyanide, we have 1. Cyanide, we have 1. So this is how to balance redox reaction in alkaline medium or basic medium. If you find this class so interesting, kindly subscribe to my channel and click the notification bell for my subsequent content. And do not forget to also share comments and to other learners for them to also benefit. Thank you very much. I will meet you in the next class.